They just saying it and they don't even know they're saying it right. Like, 2/3 quote a lot of right things, but they don't understand why they be saying it, man. That's just that zeal. And they might say the right thing, that don't mean they right. That's just a saying, man. But that's a true saying. That's a saying around Jake, man. You want to make God laugh? Tell him your plans. Don't even know how true that is, man. You know? Well.
And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
Called thee and predestinated thee. He called him and he had him on that predestination list to be a prophet and to do his will and his work, man.
That's right.
From the beginning. You know? That's all.
Yeah, I just want to bring this out just to kind of back up how the Most High, it's already predestined who the Most High is going to choose to do certain things, especially to be teachers and leaders to wake up the elect of his people. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 19. Nevertheless, the foundation of the Most High standeth sure, having the seal, the Lord knoweth them that are his.
Right. The Lord knoweth them that are his, man. He already know who his men are, and who, first of all, he knows who his people are, who is Israel. Then he knows who his men are that is going to teach the word, man. He already knows that. You know, and that goes right along with Jeremiah, man. He told Jeremiah, before I formed thee, I knew thee. He knows his. He knows the purpose of the men that he's got. You know, I'm going to have this man do this. I'm going to have him do this. You know, it's the Most High's movie, man. You know? So he's controlling this. He already knows.
That's right. This is back to Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 6. Then said I, Ah, Lord, power, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child.
Jeremiah tried to weasel out of it this time, man. He's like, man, I'm a young guy, man. I can't speak. I'm a child. I'm young. You know, I'm not as seasoned and as elder as the other guys. I don't have experience. You know, I can't do this, Lord. I can't do this, man. You know, Jeremiah tried to weasel out of it right now. But when you go out through, when you read on through his book, you can tell he started getting on them niggas' ass. He was cursing Jake out. He had Jake so mad, Jake wanted to kill him, and he eventually got killed. But Jake was plotting on him left and right.
Well, verse 7. But the Lord said unto me, say not, I am a child, for thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee, and whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak.
Right, so don't try to give me that excuse, man. Shut up, Weasel. I know what you're doing, man. I formed you. I know you. Don't give me that. You know, you gonna just speak what I tell you to speak, and you gonna go to him what I command you. You gonna do that, man. You good. Go ahead.
Be not afraid of their faces, for I am with thee to deliver thee, saith the Lord.
Right. He said, don't be afraid, man. And that's the same thing he told Ezekiel. He said, be not dismayed at their looks, man. He gonna make your forehead hard against their forehead. And that's what he's doing. He did that for Jeremiah. He did that for Ezekiel. He did that for the other prophets. And he's doing that for the men of the Lord this day.
That's right.
And that's why the men of the Lord, or the guys of GMS that are right, they haven't been confounded, because from the elders on down to GMS, they're teaching the truth, man. And that's why no one's been confounded, because we stand behind the foundation of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. And he gave the brothers a mouth that no man can gainsay. Not saying that, you know, bigging up GMS, because we always say that that's just a title.
That's right.
You know, it's really the men of the Lord, because there are guys of GMS that are not right as well. You know, we don't know who they are. It'll be manifest at this time, at the right time. You know, not saying that everyone that puts a GMS in front of their YouTube page is right. That's not what we're saying at all. But niggas like to twist things up and say we do. That's not what we're saying. But it's evident, you can tell on the internet who's telling the truth. And it just happens to be the men that go by the title of GMS, man. And that's why they've been going so strong and haven't fell out. They've been juggernauts in this thing, man. You know, every time you log into YouTube, there's a new video.
That's right.
You know, non-stop. You know, and that's you can tell who's teaching the truth, man. Going hard, not stopping, going harder as the times get worse, man.
It's basically, you know, having the spirit that the Most High commanded Jeremiah to have, and not being afraid or being fearful. you know?
Yeah, because you know, these are written for examples. Like the Romans tell you that these things are written aforetime for our learning, man, for as examples for us to follow after. And like the prophets, they went hard on Jake. They didn't spare nobody, man. And so the prophets today are gonna do the same thing. And you can tell, if you look on the internet, you can tell who's doing that, man. Who's not sparing anybody's feelings, who's teaching the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and not caring what anybody thinks, not trying to cater to anybody. You know, just out there making everybody's little sacrifice, man. Doing the work. You can tell who's doing that, man.
That's right.
You know?
Let me just get this quick precept just going into that, because that got to be the spirit of the Most High on the certain brothers that's going out teaching this word in sincerity, you know, in boldness, you know, bringing out the truth, not sugarcoating the damn thing, you know, but just bringing this thing out 100, regardless of who it offends, you know, because we not in this thing to make friends, you know, and to gain no goddamn fan club. We just, the minute the Most High got set up, we're set up just to go and preach the gospel, the whole gospel. And this is 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. For the Most High hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind.
Right. The Most High didn't give us a spirit to be scary and be cowards, man. But He gave us a spirit of love. Meaning, what's love? Following the commandments to the best of your ability. The power, man. The power is the name.
That's right.
YOU.wmv in these scriptures, man. And what was the other? Read that again.
And a sound mind.
Right. And a sound mind, meaning your eye is single and you're focused, and we're not going to other philosophies. You know, we're circumspect, we're watching out, and we're paying attention, man. And you're on point.
That's right.
You know, that's the spirit that the Most High is going to give to the prophets, man. That's the spirit, because I actually had that, I scratched it out.
Right.
When He came back and brought it, that's the spirit.
And like a sound mind too, like when people, like I guess a building inspector, when they go and like check the foundation of like a building, they may use a term like the building is sound, meaning that the foundation is whole, you know, it's not wavering. The structural foundation is sound. So meaning the Most High gave us a sound mind. We're not double-minded. The sincere men that the Most High got set up, you know.
Yeah, we're sincere. And that, like I said, I'm glad the brother used that analogy for a building, because we are the Most High's building.
That's right.
We're lively stones, and we're building a spiritual temple, a spiritual building, man. And the foundation is YOU.wmv.
That's right.
So as long as we're standing on that whole building, that spiritual house that's being built up, it's gonna be sound, man.
That's right.
It's not gonna waver, just like that parable.
That's right.
When the Lord's going to the guy that builds his house on the sand, when it rained, all hell broke loose on that, man.
Right.
You know?
And the way that brothers keep their mind sound is like the scripture in Philippians, let this mind be in you that was also in YOU.wmv. So that's how we keep a sound mind, you know, because, you know, we living in the flesh, you know, it's especially in the society. Esau got it set up to where it's easy to go off, you know, even for sincere brothers. But the way we keep a sound mind is really taking to heart that scripture where it said, let this mind be in you that was also in YOU.wmv. Because like the brother said, YOU.wmv is our foundation.
I'm just going to bring it out just to back up that analogy. I'm glad you brought that out. This is 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 5. Ye also, as lively stones, are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood, to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to the Most High by YOU.wmv. Wherefore also it is contained in the scripture, behold, I lay in Zion a chief cornerstone, elect, precious, and he that believeth on Him shall not be confounded. You know, so the Lord is the cornerstone for that building and also the foundation. So when we believe on Him, man, we're going to build a house that's not going to be confounded, and our doctrine is not going to be confounded. That's why you see the elders been out there 20 plus years, 15 years, 10 years, 5 years, you know, however long the brothers have been out there following the elders of GMS. That's how I see that they still are going strong, as long as they're sincere.
That's right.
And not being confounded, man. Let's see, verse 7. Unto you, therefore, which believe, He is precious. Right? So if you believe on the Lord, and like John 7:38 say, if you believe on Him, as the scriptures have said, out of your belly shall flow rivers of living waters, right?
That's right.